how dangerous it is to liberate a people who prefer slavery.
I used to feel like a puppet, my strings in everyone else's hands. Every little criticism, every needy friend, every ghost from my past could give a pull, and my own sense of peace would just shatter. I was constantly drained, living in a state of reaction, my mood swinging like a pendulum based on who I'd spoken to or what memory decided to crash the party that day. It felt like my own mind was a battlefield, and I was losing, badly. This wasn't just being stressed. This was a deep, soul-crushing exhaustion, the kind that makes you want to lock the doors and not talk to another human for a week, just to get a moment of quiet inside your own head. I was a slave to my own emotional responses. A harsh word could total my day. An unanswered text could send me spiraling into anxiety. The memory of a past failure could paralyze me with shame for hours. I told myself that feeling everything so deeply was a sign of being authentic, of being alive. But I wasn't living. I was barely surviving. This is the story of how I cut those strings. Not by becoming cold or numb, but by mastering the art of strategic detachment. It's how I stopped letting the world dictate my inner state and started building an unbreakable mind. And this is how you can too, to finally make your inner peace untouchable. The prison of emotional reaction. Before we talk about cutting the strings, we have to understand what they are and how they got wrapped around us in the first place. Ever walk into a room feeling fine, but after talking to a certain someone, you walk out feeling completely drained, like they siphoned the life right out of you? Or maybe you've replayed a conversation from 5 years ago in your head, feeling that same hot surge of anger or embarrassment, as if it just happened. That is the prison of emotional reaction. It's a prison where the bars are forged from your own uncontrolled feelings. Most of us believe our suffering comes from the outside, from toxic people, painful events, a difficult past. And while those things are real, the true source of our weakness isn't that life is hard. The true source of our weakness is that we stay emotionally reactive to things we ultimately cannot control. We give away our power every single time. We hand over our inner peace to the guy who cuts us off in traffic. We surrender our self-worth to a boss who criticizes our work. We sacrifice our present moment to the ghosts of our past. We operate under the lie that our reactions are automatic, that we're required to feel angry when provoked, sad when disappointed, or anxious when facing the unknown. This leads to a life of constant defense. You build walls to keep people out, only to find you've trapped yourself inside with your own turmoil. You become a people pleaser, hoping that if you can just make everyone happy, they'll stop pulling your strings. But they never do they? The more you give, the more they take. The more you try to control their perception of you, the less control you have over yourself. You might have been told, this sensitivity is a gift. That feeling everything so deeply is a sign of empathy. And empathy is a superpower. But uncontrolled empathy, empathy without boundaries, is self-destruction. It's like being a healer who takes on every wound from every person they meet, until they're too broken to heal anyone, least of all themselves. The past becomes a relentless bully. Every mistake, every heartbreak, every moment of shame is kept on life support, not by the world, but by our own minds. We become archaeologists of our own pain, constantly digging up old bones and wondering why our hands are so dirty and our hearts are so heavy. We chase closure from people who will never give it and seek validation from a world that is fundamentally indifferent. With every emotional reaction, every surge of anger, regret, or fear, we lose a piece of ourselves. We become weaker, more fragile, and more tangled in the very things we want to escape. If any of this sounds familiar, I need you to hear one thing. You are not broken. You are untrained. Right now, your mind might be an untamed beast, but you can become its master. The key isn't to kill the beast, but to train it. And that training begins with one powerful and wildly misunderstood concept: strategic detachment. The turning point. What strategic detachment truly is my turning point wasn't some big, dramatic movie moment. It was a slow, quiet realization. It was the moment I finally understood that my emotions were not me. They were events inside of me. They were weather patterns passing through my consciousness. And just as you are not the storm, you are not your anger. You are the sky that holds the storm. This is the core of strategic detachment. It's not about becoming a robot. It's not about being cold, uncaring, or aloof. It's the exact opposite. It's about caring so much about your own inner peace, your energy, and your purpose that you refuse to let it get hijacked by things that don't serve you. Let's be crystal clear about what this is and what it isn't. Detachment is not suppression. Suppression is shoving your feelings down, pretending they don't exist. That's weakness disguised as strength. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes massive energy, and eventually, it's going to explode to the surface with even more force. Suppression makes you a ticking time bomb. Detachment is observation. It's the ability to hold your emotions at a distance, to look at them without judgment, and to hear the message they're sending without being deafened by the noise. It's feeling anger rise, but not letting it dictate your words or actions. Detachment is not coldness. A strategically detached person can be the most compassionate one in the room. The difference is, their compassion is a conscious choice, not an automatic, draining reaction. They can help someone who is suffering without getting consumed by that suffering. They can love someone deeply without losing themselves in that person's emotional chaos. But let's be real, there's a flip side. Chronic, total detachment, where you feel nothing at all, isn't strength. It's often a trauma response or a defense mechanism that can become toxic. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a strategic tool, not a permanent state of numbness. Detachment is emotional sovereignty. This is the moment you stop outsourcing your happiness, your worth, and your peace to other people. It's a declaration that your emotional state belongs to you, and you are the sole authority on how you feel. You stop waiting for an apology to feel peace. You stop waiting for someone's permission to feel worthy. You take back the keys to your own kingdom. Detachment is not numbness. Numbness is the absence of feeling. Detachment is the mastery of feeling. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you can handle any emotion that shows up. It's clarity over chaos, silence over reaction. Think of it like this. An untrained mind is like a small boat, tossed around in a storm, completely at the mercy of the waves. A detached mind is a lighthouse. The storm still rages. The waves still crash. But the lighthouse stands firm, rooted in its foundation, its light unwavering. It observes the storm. It weathers the storm, but it is not the storm. Mastering strategic detachment is the process of becoming that lighthouse. It's the path to an unbreakable mind. And it is a skill. It can be learned, practiced, and mastered. The process begins with its core pillars. Section 3. The Unbreakable Mind Toolkit. Building an unbreakable mind isn't some mystical process. It's a strategic one. It's like building a fortress. You don't just hope it stands. You engineer it, brick by brick. We're going to build your inner fortress right now, using the 6 pillars of detachment. The 6 pillars of an unbreakable mind. These are the foundations of your new mindset. Internalize them, live by them, and they will change everything. Pillar 1. Strategic detachment. The foundation of it all starts in solitude. Not loneliness, but strategic solitude. Powerful minds are built in the quiet, away from the noise of the crowd. This is where you reclaim your inner fortress. You have to consciously decide to stop giving strangers, and even loved ones, a backstage pass to your emotional core. This isn't about running from the world. It's about running toward yourself. It's the cold, hard intention to stop letting temporary feelings, sparked by temporary people, dictate your permanent decisions. In practice, schedule time to be alone. Turn off your phone for an hour. Go for a walk without a podcast. In that silence, you start to hear your own voice again, separate from the noise of everyone else's expectations. You learn to listen to your thoughts without immediately believing them. Pillar 2. Emotional neutrality. This is the silent weapon. Emotional neutrality doesn't mean you feel nothing. It means you choose where to invest your feeling. You only care where care produces a result. You only invest emotion where that investment multiplies. You only react when a reaction will strategically shift the outcome in your favor. Think of your emotional energy like money. A smart investor doesn't throw cash at every shiny object. They invest it where it will grow. Someone insults you online. Does reacting serve you? No. So you stay neutral. Your partner is having a bad day and lashes out. Does reacting with anger help? No. Reacting with calm, neutral observation lets you see the real issue, their pain, and actually address it. Pillar 3. Strategic silence. In a world that screams, silence is power. The unbreakable mind doesn't broadcast its plans, reveal its emotions unnecessarily, or feel the need to explain its boundaries. It absolutely does not justify its decisions to people who aren't entitled to an explanation. How many times have you felt the urge to explain why you said no? To justify needing a night to yourself? That urge comes from seeking approval. Strategic silence is the cure. When you set a boundary and someone pushes back, you don't need a 5-point presentation on why it's valid. The boundary is valid because you set it. Your no is a complete sentence. Silence denies your opponent the information they need to undermine you. Pillar 4. Internal control. This is about one simple command. Master your reactions before they master you. Your emotions are signals, not dictators. They're data, not directives. The unbreakable mind feels the whole spectrum of emotion, but doesn't obey it blindly. When you feel that hot surge of anger, you pause. You observe it. You question it. Where is this coming from? When you feel the intoxicating rush of infatuation, you test it. You don't let it blind you. You observe the other person's character, not just your feelings about them. When you feel pain, you observe it, letting it be there without collapsing, knowing it will pass. The goal isn't to kill the feeling, but to understand it so well that it loses its power to manipulate you. Pillar 5. Emotional sovereignty. This is the culmination of the others. It's the unshakable belief that your emotional state belongs to you, and you alone. It is a declaration of independence from the validation and opinions of others. You stop looking outside yourself for things that can only be built within. Someone doesn't like you. That's a fact about them, not a truth about you. You made a mistake? That's an event, not your identity. The desperate need to be seen, to be understood by everyone, just dissolves. It's replaced by a quiet, powerful self-respect. Pillar 6. Expression with intention. A master of detachment isn't an emotionless statue. They are an artisan who uses emotion as a tool. This is about the conscious, calculated release of emotion, only where it serves a purpose. You don't just vent your anger, poisoning your own spirit. You might, however, express it with cold, precise intention to establish a boundary that's been violated. You don't spill your sadness on just anyone, seeking pity. You might express your vulnerability to a trusted loved one to deepen a bond. Emotion is a tool you use to advance your goals, strengthen your relationships, or protect your fortress. And because you're normally calm and controlled, when you do express emotion, it carries immense weight. People listen. The 8-step process for real-time emotional control. This is your playbook for when the storm hits. When you feel that old surge of reactivity, you won't be a victim, you'll be a strategist. Follow these steps. Step 1. Awareness. It all starts here. Notice the feeling the moment it rises. What is it? A tightness in your chest? Heat in your face? A knot in your stomach? Catch it. That tiny act of noticing creates a sliver of space. That space is your power. Step 2. Interpretation. Your emotion is telling a story, but you're the editor. Anxiety isn't a prophecy of doom, it's a signal to prepare. Jealousy isn't proof of betrayal, it's a signal of your own insecurity. Question the narrative. Instead of, "This is a disaster," ask, "Is that really true? Or am I just feeling fear?" Step 3. Containment. Hold it. Let yourself feel it fully, but inside your own fortress. Don't let it spill out recklessly. You can feel white-hot anger without saying a word. You can feel crippling fear without running. This is the pause between feeling and acting. In that pause, you reclaim your power. Step 4. Direction. Now you become an alchemist. You take the raw energy of an emotion and transform it into fuel. Don't just contain anger, direct it. Anger becomes fuel for the gym, for your project, for finally leaving a bad situation. Fear becomes preparation. Pain becomes strength. A controlled emotion creates greatness. Step 5. Detachment. Now, you consciously detach. You see the emotion for what it is, a transient event. You are the observer. You can say to yourself, "I'm observing the feeling of sadness. It's here. I'll let it be here. But it is not me, and it will not command me." Step 6. Expression with intention. Only now do you choose how to act. What do? Do you express the emotion? If so, to whom and why? Do you stay silent? Do you walk away? Every action is a conscious choice, not a blind reaction. Step 7. Respect for self. Your guiding principle: refuse to act in ways that weaken you. Your anger tempts you to send that scathing text. Your self-respect says no. Your fear tempts you to cancel the presentation. Your self-respect says no. This builds a powerful feedback loop of self-trust. Step 8. Integration. This isn't a performance. You don't act detached. You become it. Through relentless practice, This process becomes your default setting. And a funny thing happens. Manipulators find you have no buttons to push. Drama seekers find you boring. Your calm becomes a quiet force that reshapes your entire world. Part C. Daily drills for an unbreakable mind. You have to train every day. These are your non-negotiables. Drill 1. Build the pause. The space between impulse and action is where power grows. Someone says something that triggers you? Don't respond. Take one deep breath. That single second breaks the circuit of reactivity. Drill 2. Narrate your emotions. When a strong feeling arises, describe it in the third person. Instead of, "I am angry," try, "I notice the feeling of anger is present." This language shift creates profound psychological distance. You are not the feeling. You are the one noticing the feeling. Drill 3. Physical mastery. Your mind and body are connected. Physical discipline is the bedrock of emotional discipline. Have a non-negotiable physical routine. Lift weights. Run. Whatever it is, be consistent. Train your body to handle stress, and you train your mind. Drill 4. Strategic hardship. Resilience is a muscle. You build it by lifting heavy things. Don't run from discomfort. Seek it in small, controlled doses. Take a cold shower. Fast for a few extra hours. Have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Deliberately exposing yourself to manageable stress builds your capacity to handle the major, unexpected stressors of life. Drill 5. Cognitive reframing. When you hit a setback, your brain might scream, "Failure." Your job is to reframe it. Ask 2 questions. What is this teaching me? And how can this make me stronger? This trains your brain to find the opportunity in adversity. Practice these. Don't just think about them. Do them. Every day. The transformation. Living with an unbreakable mind. So what does life look like on the other side of this? It's not a life without feeling. It's a life full of feeling, but without the suffering. It's the quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing that nothing and no one can touch your inner peace unless you let them. Draining people either change how they act around you, or they just fade away. They sense on a primal level that their old tricks don't work anymore. The ghosts of your past lose their power. You can look at old mistakes not with shame, but with the calm wisdom of someone who learned a lesson. You finally grant yourself the forgiveness you were once desperately seeking from others. Your relationships get deeper, more authentic, because you're no longer operating from a place of neediness. You're free to connect with people from a place of genuine desire. You love more cleanly, you give more freely, and you can walk away decisively from anyone or anything that threatens your hard-won peace. There's a stillness in you. The constant, chattering anxiety in the back of your mind goes quiet. You stop overthinking because you trust yourself to handle whatever comes. People will notice. They won't always know what it is, but they'll feel it in your presence. They feel the discipline, the distance, and the profound lack of need. This doesn't make you intimidating. It makes you a source of strength. You become the lighthouse. You are no longer thrown by the storm. You are the rock, the anchor, the quiet light in the darkness. Your mind, once your greatest battlefield, becomes your most impenetrable fortress. This isn't a fantasy. This is the direct result of the strategic, daily practice of detachment. The journey to an unbreakable mind isn't a quick fix. It's a path. It's a daily commitment to doing the most important work you will ever do. We've covered the pillars for your inner fortress. the step-by-step process for managing your emotions in real time, and the daily drills to make this part of your identity. Remember the core idea. This isn't about becoming cold or inhuman. It's about understanding your emotions so deeply that they can no longer control you. It's the skill of quietly walking away from the chaos that others expect to consume you. Every time you choose to pause instead of react, you get stronger. Every time you observe an emotion without obeying it, you take back your power. Every time you choose silence over empty justification, your self-respect solidifies. This is how you cut the strings. This is how you reclaim your power. This is how you detach from the people, the pain, and the past that have held you captive. This is how you build an unbreakable mind and make your inner peace, finally, untouchable. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What is the one area of your life where you're going to apply strategic detachment, starting today? Sharing it is a powerful first step. And if you want to keep building a stronger, more resilient mind, make sure you like this video and subscribe. This is what we do here. We don't just survive. We build. We strengthen. We master. Thanks for being here. Now, the real work begins.